Okay, so let's get started. I'm going to be trying out this sample by Makeup Forever, and it is the hydrating primer. Really helps your face maintain your hydration, especially like right now it is really cold. My face has been very dry, so let's see how this works out. I'm going to be using also by Makeup Forever this HD foundation stick. It is a new foundation, so I'm going to be trying out. I want a full coverage today, so I'm going to be going directly on my skin, my forehead, my cheeks, the nose, my chin, the temples, and just blending that out with this beauty sponge. This is a cheaper alternative for the beauty blender. It is by Morphe and it's called the contour sponge, and it's really good. It's only like $7. And this foundation is supposed to help those with dry skin because it is oil based. It's gonna avoid you being too matte. It's gonna hydrate your skin and you can feel dewy and luminous. As you notice, I focused on my face first because I'm working with dark colors. I want to focus on my face. If you are on a lower skill level, I would suggest you to do your eyes first, but I can show you a trick on how to avoid fallout. To brighten my under eyes before going in with concealer, I'm using the Benefit Boiling Brightening Corrector, and it is a salmon color, so it's gonna really help with the pigmentation and brighten up that under eye. After that, I'm gonna be going in with my Tarte Shape concealer, and I'm gonna use this as well to highlight my face underneath my eyes, my forehead, the bridge of my nose, my chin, around my lip area in case we have any dark mustache color there. But if you notice, I didn't dip my sponge back. It's with the same product that I picked up the first time. That's how pigmented this is, and I really love this concealer because it a little bit goes a long way and it doesn't really crease underneath my eyes. I am blending this out with the beauty sponge as well, and I'm using the other side of the sponge to really get in there, and I'm going to be using this concealer on my eyelids too. It's going to help for preparation for shadows, kind of like an eye primer. To make sure all of this sets in place, I'm going to be using the Mercier translucent powder, and this is one of my favorite powders to set my under eyes. Everywhere that I put concealer on, I'm going to be setting this powder as well. I'm not dipping my sponge back to the powder, but just using the same amount that I picked up the first time. And the first color I'm going to be taking in is called Shh, and it is by Jaclyn Hill's the Dark Magic palette, I believe, by the Volt collection. And I'm going to be using this as my transition color, and just taking any black synthetic brush and blend that all over there. The next shadow is called Saddle, and it is by MAC Cosmetics, and I'm going to be using the same brush and putting this the same place but a little bit more lower and just all over my eyelid. This is going to really help with those dark colors after blending purpose. You can go very messy with this. I know I'm gonna go messy, so I'm gonna prepare myself, and I'm putting translucent powder. I love the side of the contour sponge to just give me that sharp edge corner. I learned this trick by Jaclyn Hill, but I'm gonna set that underneath there, and this powder is also gonna help pick up any product that fell from the dark shadows that we're gonna use. This is an eyebrow pomade. It is by Anastasia Beverly Hills and the chocolate color. I'm going to be taking this color first. You can use this. You can use a gel liner as well. I use this because it's the only like brown color that I have, but it's going to help me prepare for the black I'm going to be using next. And this is the shade Corrupt by Makeup Geek, and I'm taking this color on a MAC 242 brush. This is the only brush I can find in my brushes so far, but a black synthetic brush is preferred because a black synthetic brush will help you pick up the color a lot better. But you want to take your time with this, no rush, and you want to kind of carve your eye little by little with this black color. And then I'm taking a blending brush with no product on it and just blend that out and slowly start lifting it up little by little. I am adding a little bit more color there to darken it up to my liking, and I am lifting up the color a little bit higher this time. You want to take your time in this. This is a trick to take your time. You don't want to go in with the black all of a sudden, because then you're going to be looking like a panda. You blend it out, but as you're blending, you're diffusing color as well. So that's when you're going to keep adding the color you're gonna be adding more color. And I'm looking at myself in different angles. You want to make sure you're looking at yourself different angles, lifting your eyebrows, doing facial expressions, different facial expressions that you can do during the day. You can do a mad face, you can do a happy face. If you're looking at yourself from a magnifying mirror, you want to make sure you look at yourself from a regular mirror, because it's not the same. The magnifying mirror with the regular mirror, you're like, whoa, I've added too much color. But I'm gonna zoom you guys in. I've already zoomed you in, so you can see what I do on my other eye. I'm gonna be doing the same thing, adding color, blending, adding color, blending, slowly lifting up the color, and that's basically it. And when I reach the color that I desire and the blending that I think is fine, I'm going to be wiping off all that powder that I added underneath there. I was happy that I added this powder because I got a little bit too messy with my colors. I am now taking the color Saddle, the same color I used as my transition color underneath my eyes, and just taking any pencil brush to just blend that color underneath there. The Maybeline Eye Studio Blackest Black, I believe is the color. Yes, Blackest Black. I'm taking this on my waterline, and looking at me do this right now freaks me out. It gives me the heebie-jeebies. After I added that eyeliner, I am just blending this out, and I'm blending it almost touching the inner corner of my eye, but not to where it meets the black. I do want the black on the outer corners to meet though. And when you see anything that needs to be blended, make sure you have your blending brush there by your hand so that you can just blend away. I'm adding the same eyeliner to the top lid of my eyes. You can't really see it, but for me it makes a difference. I don't know. I've added mascara to my top and bottom lashes and also added falsies. Now I'm doing my eyebrows, but I'm going to do this off camera because it is a little bit boring. So let's skip right through it and go to our bronzer. This is my favorite part of doing my makeup, just looking at how your face can be all bronzed up. And I really love this brush for this. I don't want a strict contour. I just want to add a little bit of color to my face because I have such dark color. I don't want to look pale like a ghost. Next, I'm going to be going in with a blush by e.l.f. and this is in the shade Candid Coral. It kind of reminds me of the NARS Orgasm blush. It's very nice and neutral and it has specks of gold, and just taking this on a regular blush brush. I don't want that much of a highlight, but I do want to highlight. So I am taking Opal by Becca and just dipping my brush once into this powder and applying it to my cheeks, my forehead, the nose, my cupid's bow, my chin. Very, very settled. I'm taking now my lipstick by MAC Cosmetics in the shade Honey Love. I love this creamy lipstick. It's peachy, nude, corally, perfect. I love this color. I haven't used it in a while, and when I seen it I was like, I'm in love. Anyways, that is basically it. You want to set your face with a setting spray, and that's it. You're good to go. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and you gotta wave your hair back and forth.